Yaho! Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, Kuroy. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Zada. Oh, you guys are so early again. Well, I mean, I did start a little bit later than I normally do, but then that was because I wasn't feeling well. I'm still not super okay. I think you can kind of hear it in my voice. It's a little bit hoarse right now, but I think I can manage. I just probably need to drink more water. Yeah, bad news. Well, the new motherboard still isn't helping. I think apparently they tried it and it still doesn't work. So at this point, I don't really know what to do anymore. But I guess eventually they'll figure it out. Hopefully. Like, what are the chances it's actually the GPU thing that's actually broken? Anyways, my dad said it wasn't supposed to be the case because he did also try it out, but then at this point, I don't really know anymore. I don't like chamomile though, actually. I like honey, but I don't like chamomile. I feel like the floweriness of it doesn't really agree with me for some reason. It kind of tastes a little bit weird. Yeah, I feel like the GPU is not likely to be the issue considering it's like brand new. And it was, I mean, it did start up initially, so I don't really know at this point. Yeah. Anyways, the food poisoning's still not completely gone, but I had no choice except to go to work today already. And honestly, I kind of regretted having to go to work so soon. Even though technically I kind of needed to, because otherwise I would have been forced to see a doctor and then like have to provide a medical certificate and all that if I was absent for more than 2 days. But like, damn, as soon as I showed up, even I arrived at the office earlier than usual today because I was like, I woke up earlier than usual, even though I normally don't want to. But I was like, you know what? I'll just go earlier and maybe like rest a bit, eat my breakfast slowly in the office, kind of situation. Just like chill a bit and like take it easy today. And like, nope. My boss also showed up to the office early, even though he normally doesn't even go to where my specific site is. And when he saw me, he's like, "Oh, hey, you know, like perfect timing since you're here. Let's just like start working already." I was like looking at my watch, trying discreetly looking at my watch. I was like, "Yo, it's not even start time yet. Why, why are we already doing stuff?" And he just kept talking and talking. And then coincidentally, my other coworker, who also is not normally early, decided to come in early today. He's like, and then my boss like, "Oh, hey, perfect timing. You're also here. So let's just start discussing." So he gets all gung-ho about it and starts talking, yapping for like maybe 10, 15 minutes. And he looks at the clock. It's like, "Oh, sorry guys, my bad. It wasn't actually the start time yet. We only have 7 minutes before the start time, but like, okay, let's just take a break then." And so he just immediately stops talking, goes to his seat, and just starts like playing with his phone. It's like, "Are you for real right now?" I was like, "Why are you like this?" So yeah, we kind of like lost the opportunity to actually like chill and like take it easy before the workday. And then after that, he just started kind of like bombarding us with a bunch of questions about a report that we submitted to him last year that he only decided to check like now. I was like, what? And he's all like, you know, "Can you ask about this and this and this?" And it's like, "But I already asked about things like that literally like last year, like probably before October, before I went on my work trip. And you're only asking me about it now?" And it's like, "But I already forgot." And so ends up I have to ask again. Yeah, look at this streams. Dark gray. Yeah, I know. It's like, apparently in the 2 days that I was gone from work, he did not even bother to visit the office. He didn't even tell my my kohai what to do. I gave them instructions. Okay, like to be fair, I did give them instructions when I left, and I told them like, okay, you know, in case like while I'm still gone, just don't forget these are your tasks, and like in case the boss adds anything, don't forget to do those too. And so when I came back, I actually asked the two of them. It's like, "Oh, hey, did the boss give you guys anything to do?" So like, "Oh no, he didn't. He didn't even show up here." It's like, are you kidding me? It's like exactly on the day that I'm coming back is when he decides to like visit the office and be super like excited about work again. It's like, can I just like take a chill day? I literally just sat there in my seat. I was like, why did I come back to the office again? I could have, maybe I should have just like stayed home and like visited a doctor anyways, just for the heck of it, because I was like so damn tired. Yeah, so that was not fun. Um I have not gotten a salary increase in 2 years, so I'm still waiting for that. I mean, we do get like a moderately large salary increase each time we do have one, but like having to wait 2 years for it is like terrible because you don't even know what's gonna happen in the meantime. Oh, we never finished this, apparently. Okay. So what's the point in focus mode if you could just do other stuff in the meantime? But yeah, it was terrible. So I'm tired and I didn't really want to... I literally, like, after he left, I just sat there for a bit and I told my teammates, like, can we just, like, rest for, like, maybe 20 minutes? It's like, I don't want to think about anything right now. Like, I literally just got back. Like, what is this? Oh my god, Miliastra! Wait, speaking of... Okay, how do you go to Miliastra again? Wait, where's the... not this one. No, not this one. Name all characters, what the heck? Wait, where's the DPS testing thing that you guys are talking about? Let's try searching that damage. This one? Maybe this one? Yeah, let's just try it out for the heck of it. I don't really know. At the monthly popular. Oh, okay. I will see if that's maybe the one. Hehe. Okay, let's just do this because I am bored and I feel like at this point I don't even know if I'll actually reach the requirements for getting the costume, whatever you call it. Quick setup. What is this? Okay, let's just Llama, Flins, Columbina, Ineha. Sure, why not? For easier access, save this stage to your favorite. Okay, just plugging itself in, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot to switch to my streaming tab thing. Okay, yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, this looks completely different. Are we just supposed to like smack this guy? What's this? Stage preset, readme, stage guide, change. Oh, it's so many things. When they tell you that Genshin players don't read, I'm one of those people who doesn't want to read anymore. I have no brain power left for it. Yeah, we're gonna stream Dragon Jinwei. Wait, were you here a while ago? I feel like you were here a while ago. I heard that you can make money from Genshin. Yeah, I think you can? Apparently there's some kind of like tip setting now or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, like if you make your own stages, you can ask for like tips and stuff. Okay. Is that it? What is that, 1.8 million? That doesn't feel like a lot though. I don't know. Bakwa? What's Bakwa? Is that Mappa? Wait, I don't know the term. Oh, by the way, you know, I tried doing this Exit 8 thing. It was terrible. I don't know how to play the game, so... yeah, it was bad. Wait, let me Google that because I'm not sure if we're thinking about the same thing. Because there is a snack that I also really like. It's like a meat jerky. But no, because there's a lot of things that actually have different terms. Oh yeah, we are thinking about the same thing. Yeah, we're thinking about the same thing. It's just called differently for my parents call it differently. For us it's like mappa. Ma is like meat. What's pa? Actually, I'm not sure what the second word means. Leather, maybe? Or like sheet? No, sheet is pe. Oh no, that's skin. I keep forgetting all the terms, yeah. But I love that. I know what you're talking about now. I do like that a lot as well. Yeah, but it's the same thing. Because like before, when I visited Singapore, like probably 10 years ago, I think, I did ask my aunt asked me what I wanted to eat. Because she was like trying to bring me around. And she's all like, oh, do you want like noodles or something? It's like, yeah, I want noodles. It's like, what do you have? And I was like... Where's the D? Oh, this is the one. Wait, this is the one I did a while ago. That was not fun. It's okay. I think I preferred my other one. Where is that? The DPS thing. I know I saved a bunch of them before. Yeah, I was asking for this noodle thing called hohan, which is like a thicker, flat noodle, and then she couldn't understand what I was asking for, and I had to like literally explain it. Up to the point I was already trying to search for pictures on it, and then she looked at it and said, "Oh, that one," and she's like, "We don't have that." It's like, there's no way you don't have this. Of course you have this. But then, anyways, she couldn't remember the exact term for it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure. So I know ma is like the meat part. I don't know what the second word means. I'm gonna ask my parents about that as well. But yeah, is it this one? Where do you even find all your favorite stuff anymore? I forgot about everything. I only skipped doing Miliaster for like a short while, and it's like everything's just disappeared from my memory right now. I found my Raiden team do fast damage, 99k DPS, in 20 seconds. Oh, 1.7 million damage, but in efforts, 80k DPS, which do 2.6 million in 30 seconds. Nice. Nice. Why is there a time limit for this, by the way? But anyways, I don't really know how to tell if my DPS is good or not, because I don't really like doing anything hard content anyways. Elation MC will get in 4.2. 4.2? How long are we gonna have to wait for everything? You know, until now, we still have no idea about when the live stream will be. Do we just start? Do we just whack him? Or do we have to, like, do something? Oh, okay. Which is kind of, like, really boring right now. We have like no clue about anything related to Planar Cadia, which is kind of depressing when you think about it, because it's a lot like they're just releasing a new patch as opposed to releasing like an entirely new region. So, which makes me a little bit worried about everything. Okay. Is this 2.1 million? Is it? I think, well, that's like a single rotation, so not too bad, I think. Whoa, done. Nice. Actually, this one is not too bad. I think I preferred my first ever one, actually. But I forgot how to look for that again. With your Flens, I think in the right rotation you can get 100k DPS. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm not very much on the numbers. It's more like, can I just clear it or not clear it? That's pretty much what I usually think about. This is terrible. I'm not even halfway. I feel like I probably won't reach this though. 26 days. Maybe I can do it? Not sure. Not sure. If I remember to do this every day, I might still be able to get something, but it's kind of like stressful because they don't really give you good reminders for this. What else is this? Log in. Okay. 3 days left. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate they didn't really streamline Miliastra, so ends up I feel like it's not very interesting most of the time. I really hope they deal with Planar Cadia properly though, but I feel like they can't really fix it in such a short period of time. I kind of wish they had just like not bothered with all the political issues and just like went with the original plan anyways, because I feel like if you care too much about what your government thinks on things as basic as a game, you're just gonna end up ruining things for like a lot of people. And also, where is the Unoculus? Aren't we already done with this area from yesterday? But also, where are we supposed to take the pictures back to the cave? Ah, the cave! Wait, let's go to the cave. How do we go to the cave? Really? Isn't there a fast shortcut to going here? This is troublesome. Ever since Genshin Boom, CCP actually took hold of MiHoYo. That's why we got Hoyoverse based in Singapore. Yeah, I until now I'm still kind of confused with that, honestly. So like they did all of that, but then we're still kind of like under a lot of Chinese censorship, which kind of— oh shit, sorry dude. Sorry. I wasn't even supposed to kill that. I could have just not killed that, honestly. And then that thing would have farmed all of these for us for free. And then, sorry, yeah, kind of just ran off. Yo, look at this stream, Molly Fantasy. It's been a while. Yeah, I know. I feel like you haven't dropped by in a while, but yeah, nice to see you as well. Genshin, yeah, Genshin is a big game. Honestly, it's the reason literally all the upgrades I've made in any technological stuff in my life has been purely for my games. It's because Genshin has gotten too big, because Star Rail has gotten too big, and where the hell is the cave? I am lost. Here, I think. There we go. Ah, this was terrible. It's such a terrible design. Anyways, it's pretty, but like it's so annoying to go to. Why is there no fast teleport for this? Yeah, Genshin's so big. How many times have I changed my phone? 1, 2. I think this is my 3rd time changing my phone ever since I started playing Genshin. So that is wild when I think about it. Every single time I've had to struggle with my cell phone running out of space to play all of my games. That's why I'm trying as much as possible not to take like too many photos. I kind of like got too lazy again. I didn't organize my photos anymore. Oh, it's kind of sad seeing that disappear. 2 days later, we're just going to do that. I'm thankful they added that function, even though it's such a petty function. But at least, yeah. Wait for new region trailer. Oh my god, there's like nothing about Plan Arcadia right now. Like, literally nothing. Not to mention, there's still no livestream announcement. When is that gonna happen? Ah, so that's where it is. I'm not looking at Llama. I had to just do a disclaimer. I wasn't looking at Llama. I was looking at the binoculars in case you guys were getting any weird ideas. That's literally all I was looking at. How do I get up there, though? I feel like I'm supposed to be coming from upstairs, going down. So we'll just look for the hole in the ground and just kind of drop down from there. Yeah. It could have been. I feel like it would have been less sus if I had not said anything at all. But like that is on me. Oh shit. Oh my god. I was so close to like murdering Flins by accident again. It's fine. You can survive. You have Columbina on the team. She can revive you once every 15 minutes, I think. Yeah. Glad you dropped by again, though. Let us see. Wait, did we already wait until 2 days later? What else are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to teleport and then like come back here? That's kind of troublesome. Actually, I'm surprised I still haven't unlocked this one. Let's just do that one first and then teleport back there. I like Barbara. She revived full HP, no conditions. Yeah. I feel like they kind of regretted using someone like her. But then again, it's not, in reality, it's not even a very useful kind of thing because it's not the type of stuff that you can use in like most content that really needs it. It's like if you're dying in open world, I feel like that's kind of on you. You could literally just like kill at a statue. Why even bother? I keep getting distracted by every little thing on the map. My god, I haven't had time to explore. I was supposed to explore today. But then I got distracted again because I deleted my app timer. I'm such a terrible person. Yeah. I told myself yesterday, I know you guys saw that in the Discord, that I would not do that again, but I ended up deleting the app timer anyways because I needed to check my Twitter, and then that was a terrible idea. So I felt like I was using Twitter suspiciously long today, and I was right. I used it for more than 2 hours again. I never learn. Wow, what's happening? I can't see. Oh, more enemies. Imagine. Oh, refresh skill cooldown? I didn't know that. Oh, not bad, not bad. Actually, to be fair, you only need it to activate at least once, so I can't see anything, there's so much stuff going on. Oh, a bunch of chests, nice. And more stuff again. There's always just an abundance of things here. Ah, the wolves. Anyways, the chests and the Lunoculus. Apparently a lot of people were talking about things like that, like how sometimes some Lunoculus only activate if you like unlock a treasure chest, so if you don't do enough exploration you still can't get all of them anyways. The terrain is terrible. It's always blocking the view. Those weird eyeball things all over. I don't need to do anything about that, right? Well, I'm about to get murdered while I'm on like a freaking roller coaster. Stop, I don't want to die. It's like such an annoying time. Oh my god, I almost died. What is this? Woo! Okay. Joke, there's another one. Hey, I'm getting the hang of this now. I'm not too terrible. It's like just playing ping pong. Something like that. Woohoo! Wait, that didn't work for the second one? That was annoying. But I got the idea, so... Ooh. I just look for the golden glow, like you guys said. Because I wasn't paying attention the last time I did this. Oh my god, what the heck? Bro, chill! Chill! This is terrible. This is terrible. I literally just went here to like get a freaking Lunoculus and then now I'm being targeted by like 20 eyeballs. Yay! More chests. It's like every time you breathe, you get a chest. Oh, the moon lanes. This has been fun. That was fun. We completely deviated from our intended goal. I think. Yeah, we look how far we ended up. Wait, where are we right now? Wait, at least we got this one. No, that's too high up. I'm not gonna bother with that. I feel like there's some kind of like story related to that or something. Is there anything else I oh, I still haven't. Well, this is underground, so I'm not gonna worry. Oh, I haven't unlocked this one in Pyramida, and this one that's far. Star Rail waiting to claim all button for achievement. Yeah, I actually don't. You know, the ironic thing is, in like Star Rail's case, majority of their UI elements are like more friendly than Genshin's when they started out. But the one thing I could never forgive is why their achievements are like so terrible to search for. Like you can't. There's no search bar. Like Genshin introduced the search bar concept a few years ago because people kept complaining it was so difficult to find specific achievements. But then like now it's like they just went the other way. Take lift for a Pyramida, don't climb the mountain. Ah, where's the mountain? Do I just... Is there a path here? Or do I just take this one? Which is the easier way. But no, wait, our goal was supposed to be finish the thing. The Witch's Lodge thing. And then we never ended up finishing that after all. Near the bridge. There we go. Okay, fine. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna unlock this anyways. Because I'm too annoyed right now to think about it. Both have trolley. Okay. That one looks a little bit shorter, maybe? Actually, no. That feels like the farther one. Wow, that is tall. Damn. That does not look like a trolley. That looks like a pathway. For a trolley in a dead end. Ah, Ah, there we go. So we just stand here and hope we get the timing right to get this thing. Oh, okay, thank God we got it. I was worried that we were gonna miss that, even though it was literally like right in our face. Okay, that wasn't too terrible. A lot faster than whatever was going on in Fontaine, at least. Fontaine's boat rides were just not it. I don't know who decided that was a good idea, but like, that was a freaking long boat ride that you just did nothing. Wind stirred ripples. Check on the situation at the plaza. What plaza? Ah, that looks like a military thing. I feel like I should just avoid that for now and just like go around to get the waypoint. You could make a copy. It's still not done. I know it took so long. You literally just sat there, and at one point I actually like messed around, and then I jumped off by accident, and then I was like, oh shit, how do I get back? And then I couldn't, because that time I think I was like locked in the middle of a quest or something, and then so I had to redo the whole thing. I was so mad. Is this upstairs? I feel like this is upstairs. This building is a Gundam. What? Is this like Howl's Moving Castle or something? What the heck are these people doing? Yeah, the ferry was just terrible. I feel like Genshin probably had the statistics to prove that not a single person enjoyed how like fuck-ass long that ferry was. It's like they did not need to make that long. Like I'm pretty sure. God damn, that's so far. To hell with that. That is gonna be later's problem when I unlock the waypoint. I'm not doing that right now. There we go. Ooh. But yeah. Can you imagine? Like, the fact is that they probably also tested it out themselves and then they still didn't think, wow, this might be too slow for the general populace. And then they still went through with it. Like, why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Is this a book? Oh, it's a book. Is this a restaurant? Shrooms. Is he really selling me mushrooms right now? To Miney? Really? He's calling me that? Okay. Do I need this? No, I don't. This one, fine. Might as well. Why are we getting Natlan stuff all the way here? We don't even have a discount in this store, though. Is this worth it? Fine, whatever. I'm bored. I don't really have... Wait, I need money. Why am I spending money on unnecessary things? I literally just ran out of money. Who are the ores for? Oh my god, I almost fell. I almost fell. Look at that. Yeah. Is this more books? Look at the book. There are a few books. Oh, it's Iluga's books. Really? Is this his house? Did I just... Oh my god. How did I stumble upon his house out of the blue? Is that his laundry? Wait. This feels embarrassing. Are we literally just looking at his laundry? Nah, just maybe not. I feel embarrassed now, even though it's like not even my fault. Okay, wait. The other thing was down there. This is such weird architecture. Yeah. Like, they did not need to make anything this difficult to explore through. Is there anything here? Oh, there might be stuff here. Yeah. Oh my god, though. Yesterday was such a good day for, like, DNA. Unfortunately, today I have, like, zero motivation to, like, grind anything in DNA after spending probably too many hours yesterday. Although, ironically, you know, one of the things I noticed, though, I feel like I have better luck grinding when I grind alone as opposed to when I grind with other people, which is kind of sad when I think about it. But, like, Darkrai, you know how many runs we did together? And then, like, how many times I got thoughts? Like, so few. Like, so few thoughts. It was really funny, actually, like, when I thought about it. Like, literally, we did so many runs so fast, but then like when I counted how many thoughts we got afterwards, like that was barely anything. And then afterwards when I started doing it by myself, like the number of thoughts tripled. It's like, what is happening right now? It was really funny. But it's fine. I'm still like okay, like farming a lot though. Although, oh, I forgot to tell you actually, I do have the quick crack mechanism, so in the future, like, you don't have to struggle, like, doing all these stupid puzzle things. I put them onto my bro Boxy, because, like, I just could not be bothered to, like, deal with all of those puzzles. Why do I not have any? Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to deal with all of those stupid-ass puzzles, like, every single time. So, yeah. Wait, so we were supposed to do Nicole. This is still such an inconvenient thing. Can we not teleport to her place until we finish her quest chain or something? Mina don't have that much ER problem that beta testers were screeching about. Yeah, I think at this point, I can't tell if like the beta testers are just like doom posting for no reason, or they really just fixed it after all of their complaints. Because like sometimes like they keep saying so many things about different characters, but then it's like it's never really that bad. Like I mean there's some that are like definitely that bad, but like for most of the main characters it's not, I don't know, it's not really that big a deal. I think that probably some of the worst ones would be like the 4-star characters maybe, but like in general, like for someone like Columbina, I honestly doubt they would have like made her too terrible, because she's like the main selling character of this entire region. So if you were going to fuck up someone like her, I think you would end up like failing at every other character afterwards. They did drop the ball with Iluga though. He is like so damn underwhelming right now. To be fair, I don't really know what he does either. I guess it's really just a buffer, but like his animations are terrible. And also, what is this, Nicole? What do you have in your house? I was at 138 ER, it was fine now. I'm at 160, I get too much energy. Oh, well it's always okay to have like more energy than less energy. But I guess it's wasted stats. But for me in general, I feel like in places like Abyss or Stygian, it's like a lot better to have like a smooth rotation as opposed to that tiny incremental damage. Because if you can't get your burst up or things like that, I feel like your damage falls off a lot more. So I saw Zilpai rotation, use Bina, Goro skill and burst, Iluga burst and skill, then Zilpai NA spam and repeat. Oh, that's easy then. NA spams are always the most fun for me. I don't like thinking too hard about different combinations, which is why I like Flynn's, because you just kind of like press skill, spam, NA, and then look for when his burst symbol comes up and you press it, and then you just like press skill and then spam, and then until his burst symbol comes, I just rinse and repeat. What the heck? Are we supposed to solve a puzzle again? What is this, like, well, not Sudoku, but like, whatever you call this. We're really becoming an architect. Well, what do you call it? A sculptor now? Bro, what kind of sculpture is this? This feels like a puzzle. There is a term for this kind of puzzle. I kind of forgot though. Remember how much we used to struggle with Xiangling, then emblem set, ER Sans, ER weapon, Bina ER is so good compared to... Yeah, Xiangling was terrible in the early days, but to be fair, she doesn't really have much easy ways to get energy. Like, Goba's terrible. Goba's aim is just non-existent. He just like, you kind of just drop him and he like points in the completely wrong direction. You get no particles at all. At least in Columbina's case, because she does have like a lot of off-field support, so I feel like you have less issues when it comes to things like that. I just want to try her chart. Yeah, that's... What the fuck? Wait, what? What? That was crazy! Nicole! Sorry, I'm streaming for no reason. That was too loud, sorry. But that was crazy. What the heck? This is like when someone tells you like, oh, drawing's easy, just draw a circle, and then bam, they give you like freaking Da Vinci statue or something. Like, wow. Yeah, Tsubai's chart is like such a scam in the sense of like, why is it character locked? Why is that not a thing that we can just access on our own? Why do we need Tsubai for that? Nicole, the OG figurine supplier. Oh my god, figurine. I still haven't gotten my Danhong Nendoroid and I'm still pissed about that. And I've been messaging this supplier or like this group buy person about ordering a bunch of stuff, and I've messaged them like 3 times already. They still haven't replied, so I don't know if if she actually saw my message or not. I'm a little bit like scared because like I do want to order stuff, but I feel like I might have missed the pre-order period, so I'm kind of like scared about that part. Okay, yeah. The number in each block indicates how many blocks in that row must be kept. Okay. Use the trim excess skill to target and remove excess blocks, shaping the basic form. Interact with the squirrel. Okay. Not at all. Also because the numbers look kind of terrible, so it's like so hard to read. What the? Am I doing this correctly? I feel like I am, maybe? I'm too short for this. 1, 1, 1, 1. This is in a row, right? So is it supposed to be like a 2-dimensional kind of figure? Wait, this is a 0. But see, the 0 doesn't even look like a 0. I'm so irritated. It looks terrible. Oh, there! Okay, that wasn't too bad. I think, decently good at like 3-dimensional stuff, maybe? I like doing those kinds of puzzles and like tests. Teyvat has its own numbers reading Earth copyright. But they could have made it look more like a 0. Like the rounded edges. We did all of that for a fucking squirrel? Are you for real? Like, the heck? And she just floated into the sky? Damn, it's such a weird pose for a squirrel. It looks like it's doing like that superhero pose. Is this the power of a mage? This is power of them not wanting to extend the quest any longer. Gear second. But you know, I'm starting to realize a lot of my stream problems from the previous one yesterday was not my internet. It's just Do It Night Abyss being like not optimal for things like that. So I guess that it was taking up too much power or something like that, and that was the reason why it was causing such terrible lag on OBS maybe. Yeah. I like DNA, but it has a lot of flaws. You left out the entire middle of the story. No. What the heck? She's gonna
若者二人は徐々に親しくなっていった。しかし
Absconded with her.
新たな魔女アリナスが現れ、若者とそして厳しい特訓を経た若者大魔女ニコラココはなんと宇宙から来た
King Meowtress the Third of Planet Meow? I can't take this story seriously at all. And this is supposed to be a famous author?
進行させることだったの。偉大なる魔女よ。ずっと
Even I keep my PC numbers on screen while playing TNA.
にゃんこ星とあなたたちは
Nyankose.
いずれ戦う運命に魔女は背を向けた。しかし若者は勇敢にも魔女の腕をつかみ
The mage decided to rebel?
ちょうどその
What is this, some freaking Romeo Juliet
アリ
situation?
ナスはアリナスはニャントラス三世の次女で若者を助けたのは姉が裏切るように仕向けて王位継承権を奪い取るため。
That is way too many plot twists to be like
とにかく
interesting.
こういう感じよ。最終的に猫になった若者と魔女は一丸となって陰謀を打ち砕くの。
The youngster turned into a cat? He didn't even get like a wife in the end, he just turned into a okay, to be fair, being turned into a cat doesn't sound like a bad deal though. I mean, you don't have to think about any problems in life anymore other than what to eat and where to sleep the next day. That sounds a lot less stressful.
愛と戦いの物語だ。仕方がないでしょ。どんなものも一
The
度
fact that Paimon understood that story more than we did says a lot.
私たち天の使いもかつては人類を導く役割を担っていったとえ天理であっても天理が創造したものを完全に支配することはできない。運命は予測できないものなのよ。それでもやはり私が見届けた人たちに一通り物語を語ったら燃え尽きてしまったわ。
I feel like I probably would not want to hear the next story after that though. That was a wild ride from start to finish. And we didn't even hear like majority of it. Like we basically got mad at her for like skipping the entire process in the middle, and she ended up skipping the entire process in the middle again a second time. Oh, this is what people were doing, right? You can just like take a ooh. You can take pictures like this. Too bad the gadget thing is like kind of ruining-ish the vibe, but like ooh, look at that. Pretty lights. Anyways, I'm terrible at taking photos, so I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, it's Nicole's spirit. And you gave us this lodge and we can't even go inside? Such a scam. Such a scam. Look at that. A whole ass freaking house and we can't do anything about it. What is this? It's just like the same as Mondstadt days all over again. Stop giving us buildings we can't enter. What is literally the point of that? Okay, nice. So many things. Can we put a TP on the moon? You mean like in Columbina's place? Well, actually, I think you can't though. But you can just put that little collecting thing, crystal flag collecting thingy, which is not really the same thing, but close enough, I guess. We've gotten so detracted from our original goal, I think. Where else? We were supposed to unlock this one. I guess it should be the next one. It's so damn far though. I get tempted to just like breeze my way through all of this. Fine. Is this the closest? But see, the distances between things are so weird. It's like you have so much waypoints here, condensed here, and not a single one in between. Like, they could have made one here, and then, so at least it's a little bit balanced, like in a diamond shape, but instead they put it like in an awkward spot. Gravity was very funny on that because there's a whole underground area there. A post-apocalyptic bunker. Oh, wow. Okay, that feels like it's gonna be an entire world quest as well. Should I do that? Or maybe not, though, if that's the case. Oh, another chest. Wow, every time you breathe, another chest shows up in Nodcry. Because I haven't finished the main one with Iluga yet. Well, that one is voice, so maybe I should do that one first. Prelude to the Night Vigil. Which was the Luga quest anyways? It's not this one. This is one from Fontaine that I have not finished until now. This is also from Fontaine. Quest overview. New story quests. What story quest? What is literally the point? They have not released anything. Do you imagine the entire Fontaine Lynette was the only one they released? And not a single one after her? Like, damn, even Sumeru had a few of them at least. I mean, 3 of them. But, like, hers just the last. So, it's kind of wasted. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even finish majority of them, but that was because I was like, no point. Because, like, they weren't even going to update them anyways. The first few times were interesting, but it got a little bit repetitive. And when did they even stop doing these? Such a waste, though. Oh, Ayatos was kind of pointless, as far as I remember. Durins. They kind of just keep interjecting them into, like, the main story quest, which is not really... Wait, I'm not... not even supposed to be doing that. Okay. Wait, it's fine. Let's just go this one. I still feel like this isn't exactly what we were supposed to be doing, though. Because we did see the one in the middle. The one we were supposed to help out Iluga? Kind of confused about the whole situation. I kind of wish they'd like put it in order so they'd actively tell you, please do this one first before you move on with anything else, so it don't end up getting confused about the sequence of events. Thus did I foresee waves crashing on the shore, the night sky devoured by deathly silence. Thus did I declare, whomsoever cradles the flame and keeps it burning unquenched need not descend into that darkness. That's such a long oath, my god. We are the light keepers who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains. Snow-swept plains? You know, they keep saying that, but in reality, there's not really much snow in most of Nodcry. Like, you see quite a lot of green everywhere. Someone who appears to be the leader. My fellow companions, our mission this... Why is this not voice, though? The other one was voice. I'm a little bit confused about the whole situation. Okay, I realize I like that phrase a little bit too much. Anyways, I feel like if you guys are still here, you're probably used to me saying that all the time anyways. Yeah, my fellow companions, our mission this time is to repel the monsters infesting within the Kipumaki Cliff and investigate the culprit behind this wild hunt outbreak. We shall set foot off on that cliff, which we last approached 3 years ago, and fight this decisive battle. I know many of you, like me, have reasons why you must be on this mission. Keep this in mind. Pyramida is behind us. For the living, for our future, we must not take even one step back. As our vow thunders, our bones and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life greater than death. We shall our solemn duty... Ano? What? We shall our solemn duty as Ratniki? It's okay, it's still so awkward to say. I'm terrible at this. Don't judge. And people are just walking off in random ass directions. What was that? Paimon's never seen so many Ratniki gathering and heading out before. This must be real serious business. They should have headed off into the same direction just for like the aura and like the vibes, but they ended up going off randomly, so it just felt like some dude like giving an announcement in a random plaza about like a bake sale the next weekend or something. He looks about the same age as Starlight, but he's got such an imposing presence. The Paimon's so worried. They're going after that special wild hunt, right? Will they actually be okay even with all those people? Let's find a way to pitch in. Yeah, this is so confusing. We've met Iluga a bunch of times, and each time was not even like the first time we were supposed to be meeting him. Sorry to bother you both. Hey there, Craps. Anything? Paimon. She just straight up calling him an old dude. This is our first time meeting, but I can already tell that you're no ordinary people. I mean, is it even normal to be seeing like floating fairies? I happen to hear that a blonde-haired adventurer named Starlight and his companion have arrived in Nodcry, bringing with them impressive resumes from adventures all over Teyvat. Resumes? Are we on a job hunt right now? Would you happen to be those two legends? How did our whereabouts get leaked again? Paimon didn't expect to be recognized here. As this keeps up, we'll have to go undercover just to step outside. Don't you like being famous, Paimon? Fortunately, I'm used to being famous. Yo, this dude. He gets sassier by the day. Well, it's not like that. Paimon's just worried that if you get a commission to deal with bad guys, they'll get tipped off and run away before you even lead the guild. I'm Nikita. Oh, Nikita! It's this dude! An ordinary Ratnik who has been stationed in this remote land for years. Pardon my sudden interruption, but in truth, I have a humble request. When people tell us they have humble requests, it usually means they want us to save the world, so I feel like this is not gonna be a humble request after all. See? You say, the wild hunt. Indeed, it has a great deal to do with it. I'd like you to help us find a relic called the Silver Lamp Wick. A freaking relic. Yes, that is a humble request. For sure. Come to the right people. Really good at finding things. But what does this relic have to do with the wild hunt? I'm afraid we have to start with the wild hunt calamity that swept through this land 500 years ago. Legend has it that an evil beast wielding dark powers made Nodcry its hunting ground, tormenting countless living beings. This lasted until the Torchforger defeated it with 3 sacred relics, the sword, the lamp, and the mirror, and sealed it beneath Kipumaki Cliff. Only then was the calamity quelled. A silver lampwick was one of those 3 sacred relics. It can summon a barrier to defend against the wild hunt's attacks. After quelling the calamity, the Torchforger entrusted it to Alia the Fae, guardian of the Pillar of Embla. The situation is critical now, and we must rely on the relic's power to pull through. We set Ratniki to search for it, but we aren't exactly experts at hunting down items of power. I would be very grateful if you two could help. I'll be paid for this gig? Yeah, sorry. I mean, priorities. I need more, because I've been spending too much lately. Rest assured, though our strength may have waned, we Lightkeepers never fail to reward those who assist us. In other words, we gotta go to the Pillar of Embla, find the legendary silver lampwick, and bring it back here. But isn't the relic being kept by the Fae? How are we supposed to find and retrieve it? According to the legend, following the Kuvaki as it guides you upward will lead you to her. She was once an ally of the Torchforger, so I believe she will understand if you explain the situation to her. But if you do obtain the silver lampwick, please give it to Luca. What? You've already seen him. He's the young leader of that force, and thus the one who needs this relic most right now. At least it's nice we're getting like heavily involved with like actual important people and not just like super random NPCs all the time. It's the kind of quest that they should have been doing ages ago, but like, why are we only focusing on Iluga now? Where did Flints come from? What? You know I wouldn't call myself a regular volunteer, but are you certain my aid is not warranted? What? Help us! No, dude! Dude, help us! Please tag along! Why? Why? Are you telling me you're gonna sit out this entire mission? No. No. Who cares about the old man? We need Flints. We won't need 40 gigabytes to pre-install new. Oh, okay. Well, that's huge. Actually, that's really big though. This just one patch. It's not even like a new region. Is there? I'm assuming there's gonna be new areas though. If that's the case. Would you write me so frequently if you believed that in truth? Why, by my reckoning, you had a missive delivered to my lighthouse posting a week ago. Do I seem like the sort of ratling who could disrespect his okay, that's so difficult to say. Starshnail? By not even checking in. No, and in any case, we at HQ have never failed to send you check-in notices either. You have the kid to thank for that. He's the closest to you of us lightkeepers. Always presses me about how you're doing. Aw, he's so sweet. How fair is the young man? Bochama! That's still so funny though. I'm salty that this is not a voiced quest, you know. They should have voiced it. Why is it like the other one was voiced but this one is not? Ah, so you've entrusted him with grave responsibility after all. I need him and I trust him greatly as well. I believe my warning was clear. This is no ordinary wild hunt. Those monsters were drawn here by an ancient being, one that has been sealed in the Kipumaki cliff for ages. Did you buy the new? Yes, I did buy it. Yeah, I bought it. I haven't done it yet though. Should I do it? But then like, I feel like I should prioritize this one first because this one has like exploration deadlines and I also want to get more Primogems before like the next half, I guess, before Lantern Rite shows up. Oh, tomorrow we will be getting mail. Like constant mail for the Lantern Rite, so that's nice. It was really funny. I think someone kept posting about how they were really annoyed about like, oh, why is there a glitch in my game? I'm not receiving the Primogem mail. And they kept saying like we would get it, blah 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 blah. And then people are like, bro, did you read the mail? She says January 30, you will start getting the Primogems. It's not even January 30 yet. Yeah, so we're never beating the Genshin players. Don't read allegations, I swear. This is Gundam quest, big quest, but it's good quest. Oh, nice. Gundam? I'm still kind of confused where that reference comes from though. Is it because this place looks like really messy? Or like has, I don't know, some weird ass tech all over the place? You mean you people? We, Flynn's, us, lately I've been dreaming about the past, about those battles we went through together. Disaster always strikes suddenly, whether you're ready to fight and face it, or you cling to fear and pray for the best. No one is spared when the time comes. You found that in it? I feel like I vaguely remember something about this, but also I'm not entirely sure anymore. Is that the one we were doing last Tuesday? That was weird. I kind of like had to stop. I kind of had to like step away from that area because I didn't want to continue the quest randomly, but here I am just kind of like trying to do it by order, but I don't know what Genshin was thinking though by like unlocking it in like other random areas instead of like letting you do this by a specific in a specific way. Man, though, I really want to eat food right now, but then I already brushed my teeth. I feel like I should eat something though, because I haven't been able to eat dinner for like the past 3 days. Well, not, I guess including today. So this is like the 3rd day in a row I haven't been able to eat anything properly. Little remains of the years I bought for him, especially when compared to the burden he must soon shoulder. Why are these guys being so dramatic? The bow and arrow bequeathed to us by the torch forger. What do you mean? What do you mean you haven't brushed your teeth? No, don't lie to me right now. I'm pretty sure. Fine. Hopefully. I'm not okay, you know, I'm just gonna hope for the best and like assume that you're just like messing with me right now. That would be like so sad though that was the case. You need teeth to eat properly. And food is life. So yeah, I'm eating cookies right now. Solove. See, at this point, this is the reason why you end up needing so many characters in Nodcry. Just because, like, you get these little tidbits of stuff, which is not actually that important, but do you even get Primo Gems? I forgot. And joking, I brushed every day after I got... What? How did you end up getting a root canal? Actually, I don't know how root canals happen anyways. Is that from, like, cavities and it just gets worse and worse? That seems kind of scary, though. I hope it's better now, at least. Yeah, I'll just brush my teeth again after this. There was a big cavity in my tooth, so I didn't get to listen to anything about what Flynn said. Wait, okay, let's just kind of skip through this really quick. Oh, his voice is so nice. I keep forgetting that this is actually Gojo Satoru's voice. I feel like a lot of people were so happy when he finally joined Genshin. It's like, yes, you get to hear him without having to like worry about him dying anytime soon. There's a big cavity in my tooth, so they drill it and fill it with stuff. Yeah, I hope it's okay though. You have to make sure to like maintain it properly so it doesn't like come back. Oh, it's just here. You get achievement if like 2 people sit here side by side. I feel like this is something that they would do. Okay. That is one to go, and the other... Is the waypoint underground or no? I mean, no, I think I did say I wasn't going to do this anymore though. Yeah, let's just not do that. That seems kind of like difficult to deal with right now. Ascend the tower? Oh wow. Okay. That is like such a dramatic kind of request when we literally don't even know this lady. Yeah, Nodcry's pretty, but where is the snow? Look at this! Majority of Nodcry has no snow at all anyways. I feel like some of the only places that really had snow was like, what? Lauma's area, I guess? Not, and even then is like, not really. How do I get up there? I have to think about that. Oh, there's that one. Okay, okay, still kind of difficult. Wait, was this the one that we saw? Huh? Yeah, this was what we were doing the other day. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of have to like skip through this entire thing again. This is my 3rd time doing this, by the way, because when I logged out, I was still standing in this spot. So when I logged in the following day, it literally just put me back into the exact same conversation. And here I am, third time. See? This is the kind of thing that you would not even understand if you did not even go to Pyramida yet. Imagine if I had like finished this entire thing without even passing by Pyramida. Would that have even made sense to me at all? I'm eating like salted pretzels and little chocolate chip cookies. You need to clear it before you head to purple area. Yeah. So this was definitely more on like a geographical side because I think they expected you to pass by Pyramida first. And then they didn't expect people would just skip straight to the end because the Torres lab is at the end. And the freaking quest, the Archon quest, needs you to go to the Torres lab instead. I was like, what did they expect would happen? People aren't going to like stick around to explore when they need to finish the Archon quest. I mean, Dark Riders, you're a different case, but like, yeah, normally people just kind of want to rush things. And like take their time exploring after they finish the main stuff, I guess. Mostly because there's too many spoilers online and like, especially for content creators, you kind of need to like get the big stuff out of the way quickly. Yeah, I know, I know you did it backwards. Most people do the Archon quest because the Archon quest tends to unlock some specific areas sometimes. So like if you're trying to do world quests, it might not even like get like you might not even have access to it yet until much later. I think that has happened to me before, so it's like really annoying. I forgot how long this dialogue was. Okay, there we go. I mean, spoiled online. In my case, like because I spend too much time on Twitter, so the more time I spend on Twitter, the more chances I have of getting spoiled on any major plot points. Oh my god, this is stressful. Imagine doing this on mobile. Like, what the heck? This is terrible. It's just going to be one more expansion. To not cry, maybe equal to size of the first one. Ah. That's it? We're gonna be done already by the next one? That feels a little fast. This is one of those times I wish I had Psyche. I could literally just cross through all of this without like thinking about it. I'll stay here to keep channeling energy into the barrier core. May entrust the other side to you. Okay, fine. First one did 40 exploration, second one did 70. It's fair to say one more will come totaling 100. Oh, okay. I guess it's gonna be ending then. Unless they skip an entire patch, but I feel like they probably won't do that because otherwise people might get annoyed at like how long it's taking to release. Because I remember when Nefer came out and then their patch also had nothing, if I remember correctly. People were like pretty annoyed about that. Luga, your bird is not working hard enough. Oh oh my god. Oh, that moved exactly when I was about to jump. What the heck? Such a scam. I literally could have fallen off right then and there. And there might be one more summer island thing, which can be separate island or special region. Yeah, I wonder though about that, cause like, you know how the last one in Natland they made it like a permanent region. I wonder if they're going to do that for the next one as well, because people did have a lot of issues about a lot of the summer events being incredibly lore relevant each and every time, and yet they're only temporary regions. It's like the entire Simulanka region was like completely temporary. And that was like such a huge core part of Durin's story that if you were a new player, you would literally know nothing about him. Like his origin story, which was like kind of really frustrating for me. Like I didn't even like Simulanka as a region because I found it very difficult to explore. But like just think about the new players who don't get to enjoy that. They end up having to watch everything through like YouTube, which is like kind of sad, right? Oh my god, see? Man, this is really like not mobile player friendly, honestly. Barbola is such a menace. She told Mona to go to gate to Canria and open a gate to the void. Yeah, there was nothing about that. You opened the gate and like it didn't really do anything, I think. Or, like, actually, when I'm thinking about it, I don't even remember what happened after that. Barbolas is just, I don't know, I don't really like her personality. I find people like that very annoying. But she reminds me of like my old bosses and stuff like that. Like that generation of like boomer. Summon monster from outside Tevat border. But why? Like to just mess with Mona or something? Travelers flowing along the river of time. How did you get here? Well, I heard someone calling my name. Was that not you? Calling your name? Ah, so you must be Miss Alia, the fae who guards the silver lampwick here at the Pillar of Embla. Relic? Fae? Ah, so that's what I've become in your time? A legend far removed from the truth? She doesn't even have the ears! I'm disappointed. Is she really a fae? Oh. But why does she have horns though? She's just like a regular human. You liar. No regular human has horns on their head. Now let me ask it this way. Since you know of the Lampwick, you must have heard the name Solove as well. In your time, which age does he belong to? Do you mean the Torchforger? He founded the Lightkeepers about 500 years ago now. 500 years, so it's already been that long. Which can be very dangerous, and she said she knew Mona and Fat. Oh my god, see, that's exactly the kind of annoying old people I don't like. That is like so damn stressful to deal with. Imagine one of the destruction emanators noticed the gap in the border and discovered Tevatka's marble and want to prank Mona. If Tevat gets destroyed, you know who to blame. It's because some old lady, instead of being nice to her student, decided to be an asshole instead. She better be pretty to make up for it, but I feel like I don't really know what to expect actually, considering her voice. Her voice sounds very old. She sounds like someone who's like 80 plus years old. So I can't imagine what she'd look like if she ever like got revealed like in full. So, Professor, why did he end up getting called Professor? Oracler knows she's just like me, a person from the past. When it comes to future disasters, there's so little we can do. Our future became your present, and your future can only be shaped by those who live in the present. Forgive the interruption. 3 years ago, some senior Ratniki and I went to investigate the disturbance in the seal, but we were hit by an ambush none of us expected. Our losses were severe, and the mission had to be called off. After that, the old man decided we weren't yet ready to solve the problem once and for all. He set up observation posts around the area, declaring it off limits. I know he intended to buy time, gather strength, and look for a way to turn the tide. But still, I shouldn't question his judgment, and I can't help but wondering, isn't this situation the result of negligence on our part? We hesitated and dallied, and now the great evil eye and countless monsters have come spilling out beyond the cordon zone. Just thinking about the nightmare from 3 years ago being poured out over this land again. I just can't stand it. Aw, poor dude. Apologies. I lost my composure just now. Sorry about that. I didn't know all the details of which you speak, but a dulled blade must sometimes be honed before it can cut through again. That kind of sharpening is never wasted effort. Besides, surely the world 500 years on isn't so small that all its burdens must be piled onto the shoulders of a single child. Child? You mean me? But I'm not a child anymore. Well, think about it. Strictly speaking, I am a few centuries older than you. How could you not be a child in my eyes? Compared to me, you're all pretty much children. Paimon may be, sure, but why am I a child too? Hey, what's with that tone? Aren't you happy to be called a child alongside Paimon, huh? Huh? But Paimon does think Miss Alia has a point. This isn't something you should have to carry on your own. It's on all of us. If we're assigning blame, then I deserve it more than anyone here. Back then, I failed to truly destroy the professor. That's such a dumbass name, though. What does it even sound like in other languages, really? Is that the only way they could have translated this? And since then, I've wasted away in this stagnant prison of time. Even now, I cannot give you the silver lamp like you came for. Wow, evil eye again. Evil eye. Okay, I think I've eaten enough cookies and enough snacks to survive for the rest of the night. Wow, this is huge. There's like so much stuff. Where's the next? Is that the next one? Wow, that's so far down. Oh, I guess I don't really have a choice. I do need to fly all the way there just to get that. Joke, there's another one. Where was the other one? I feel like that's probably all the way up there, right? Yeah, we'll leave that for later. Which glider did it give to Bina? Which one? I feel like it's probably the same one as what Flynn's is using. Oh, it's the purple one! Why though? Which one is better on her? I feel like because I probably just gave it because she has too much white in her outfit right now. This one would have been the nicest, I think. Yeah, it's probably just like this one or this one. Well, I guess this is okay. It's not too far off. She does have a little purple in her outfit. For Flynn's though, I gave this one. This one matches his hair a little bit more, I think. Mostly because he has so much dark in his outfit already. I felt like it was like a nice balance. What did I give Enifa? Oh, this was like the classic one because it has gold in it. Yeah, this one is like, I think okay. I think it matches fine with her outfit. This one's a little bit too wild. This one's kind of cold. I feel like this one is better. It kind of matches more with like her cape's colors. Doing random stuff in the meantime.
殲滅モード流れて清風の祝福を
目を閉じてせい
Oh, that wasn't too... That was pretty easy. And they give you like a giant chest for that. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, why do I feel like... Oh, wow, it's all the way up there. Nope. Nope, not gonna bother. Where's all the corrupt? Why are they all on this side? Fine. We'll do it like little by little. Nice. So many chests. Why my stuff's falling out? I wish they'd stop doing that though. Hehehehe.
新月が
Why am I wasting all of this on like two little things anyways?
月光のように
ほら目を閉じて
The already unstable ground cracks. Is this an underground area? Ah. I'm not that bad most of the time. These guys are like so disruptive though, my god. Give me a break. Kari no Tsuruki.
お静かに夢なき眠りへようこそ
It was such a waste to use that, but like it's so pretty. Now we can restore the barrier core. What the? Oh, did we just yoink out something? Ah. The tower stands in the hubris of ambition. They will never see. Okay, I don't even have time to read. It's like when I want to read, I don't have time to read. When I don't want to read, it just like drags on forever. Yeah, it only took me like a little, not too many tries at least.
これはいつからの流行りなんですか
That was kind of pointless. Anyways, on to the next area. Me always debating which is like the nearer waypoint between there's 3 of them side by side. Yoink and yeet indeed. Oh, this one? This is a enclosed area as well? Oh, another chest.
旅の役に立つかもしれませんよ
This is like such a good like reward to effort ratio. The best ever. Solaris Core Nicolix? Pair of strange plants that coexist with Kuvaki energy. By using this energy, they can connect with surrounding objects that are susceptible to Kuvaki. Make use of objects that are fused to connect the Kuvaki energy extended from the Solaris Core to the Nicolix. You can... Nicolix? Calyx? This can unleash unexpectedly powerful Kuvaki energy, clearing nearby abyss corruption. Oh, that's what you meant by connecting the circuits thing. This is what you meant, right? I think you talked about this in a different area before. Oh? Wait, was this the one I was exploring last time? It's this area! Yeah, it's this area! Oh my god. Wait, these things did not exist before. Oh, it's because it was quest related. No wonder why I couldn't figure it out. Okay, okay. I knew there was something wrong. So it wasn't just a me problem. We couldn't find the thing. So, yeah, all of that did not exist when we were in this area previously. See? I knew I wasn't stupid. Yo, to the stream, Marrow. I am discovering that the puzzles were just like kind of screwed last time we passed by the area, which is why we couldn't solve them, but then now we could solve them. This looks terrible. If you can guide a Kuvaki into the deepest part, we should be able to break the abyss's hold. Wow, they just went from 0 to 100 like easily. Damn. Okay, here we go. Time to work our brains. It's almost midnight, but here we go anyways. Literally just walked around, it solved itself. Nice! Thank you for that! Did not have to spend too much effort at least. And just to eat. There we go! It did not work. Did it miss? Wait, I could have sworn I yeeted that properly. Where did it go? Where did it go? Wait! Or is there more than one part? There! Okay, so there was more than one part after all. Yeah, puzzles is... It's okay. Well, I think it's not too terrible sometimes. We can make the circuit with that sheep moose too. Ah, that's the one you meant last time. Yeah. That sheep moose thing. Is there a chest here? I feel like there's not any. At least Nodcry is like more friendly, I think, nowadays. It's not too bad. I mean, the puzzles can be tricky, but they give you quite a lot of rewards, so it is pretty worth it overall. Compared to like places like Mondstadt earlier, where the exploration doesn't really give you much other than materials, but at least now, like every single region just keeps you giving you a lot of Primo Gems. Makes it a lot more worth it to actually do stuff. Yeah, that's actually like the biggest thing that I like about Nodcry, that I can just freely explore without having to watch a guide anymore. Because that's what I hated before. Like I get stressed out because I have to like sit down and like watch the video while exploring all together, and it was like so stressful. And then the videos are like super long, and then most of the time you can't really like find a lot of stuff at the same time. Like a lot of videos that I used to watch had like separate treasure hunting as opposed to like the innocuous stuff, so it's like really annoying having to go back to the same area just to like go just to explore again and again. Wait, I feel like I messed that up. Yeah, she's coming soon, so good luck getting to Pai. Hey, that's terrible. Wait. Rotate the blade. Oh wait, you can rotate the blade? Huh? How? Oh my god, there's an E. I wasn't paying attention to the E. Yeah, oh my god, I did notice that before. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was the E button. I did not notice that before because I wasn't looking in that direction. Oh, this is the third area. Finished. Imagine it took Iluga like 3 years to reach this point. It took us just like 2 hours. Not even 2 hours, I guess. Maybe. Head to the top of the tower. Okay, here we go again. Having to go up and down places we've already been to.
長く世間から離れすぎていたようですね。至る所に宝箱が置いてありますが、これはいつからの流行りなんですか?
Oh, wait. Where's the path? Where's the path? Oh, there we go. We're using the moon lanes. Because I think we were in the opposite direction compared to the first time. Oh, thank God we collected that Linoculus automatically. Touch. They really couldn't just pick a better word, let's say like activate or whatever. They really had to say touch it. Apologies for the long wait, Miss Ali. We ran into some monsters on the way back. Could have died, but we didn't. It's alright. To me, that was barely a blink of an eye. Yeah, because you waited 500 years anyways. That was a what? Why is Iluga so polite for no reason? The way you tense up like that does remind me a little of Solove. No wonder that Nightingale chose to stay by your side. You know about Adon too? Wait, is he also a bird from 500 years ago? There's no way, right? Quite perceptive, Paimon. Your guess is correct. Paimon had a feeling Adon was special. You can tell right away he's not just any messenger bird. He was once Solove's nightingale, following him from their homeland to this bitter frontier. Later, when Solove resolved to cast aside the Nightingale family name, he meant to drive the bird away. I couldn't let it end up homeless, so I took it in. Oh, why would he bother giving... Sample Mill? What? Is this a sample reference to like HSR sample, or is this just like a coincidence? I could never have foreseen that this small act would see it pulled into the sample mill and carried across 500 years, thus taking the form you see now. Considering you first took me for a fae, it's not surprising that the term is unfamiliar to you. So much time has passed after all. But you will have to face the professor yourselves. She didn't even answer a question though. She did not answer a question. What does sample mill mean? While we still have a moment, I believe it's necessary to tell you the true history, the truth of the serpent's first death. For just as I am no fae worthy of worship, this tower you call the Pillar of Embla has no divine miracle. On the contrary, this is the place where I slew that serpent for the first time, yet failed to consign him to hell for good. At that time, the professor erected a tower here, one that reached towards the very heavens. This is the Tower of Babylon. Yeah, she's already dead anyways. Raccoon guy. I really wish Star Rail had a lot of like mini in-between events, but then they didn't. Even not discounting the fact that they added like an extra 2 weeks, there's like literally nothing to do in this entire patch. He sought to use the sample mill to siphon the land's power, and through that tower ascend to the Elysium he believed lay beyond the sky. Had his scheme succeeded, all of Nodcry, its soil, and every living being upon it would have become fuel for his ascent. We did all we could to stop him, but we were far too weak. By the time he reached this place, he was but one step shy of his goal. With no other recourse, I cast myself into the sample mill and used my own flesh and blood to ignite it, thwarting that serpent's plot. Thinking back on it now, that was the first and the last time I ever felt grateful for the bloodline I was born with. As I said before, I am no more than a mortal. It was by a twist of fate alone that I came to linger in the seam between time and space. Oh, Babel? Gate is Babylon. Oh, Gilgamesh. Oops. I was thinking about something else. Yeah. I feel like there was an anime with that same name though. I'm not really sure. I didn't end up finishing it though. It was a pretty dark anime. Actually, let me Google that right now if I still remember that. That was called Babylon. Yeah. Suspense thriller novel series, something something. Oh, it was actually a really interesting series, but I only got to watch like a few episodes. I think maybe like 3 or 4 episodes first. I remember it being like really scary, but then I'm not sure. Although apparently a lot of people also didn't like it, so I don't know. And I'm gonna read some reviews really quickly. Ah, never mind. Never mind. Apparently it was good in the first half and it became terrible in the second half because it got too philosophical and lost a lot of its detective elements. Never mind. I'm just gonna continue watching Tasokare Hotel instead because that brings me a lot more joy. Although the strange thing is, I feel like I've seen so many scenes from Tasokare Hotel, although I don't recall watching it at all. Yeah, when was the series started anyways? Wait, there was a remake of the series? What? Tasokare Hotel renewal. What the? When was there a renewal? Wait, I'm suddenly confused. Okay, I'm gonna have to research more about that later on. Baby Lion. Oh my god, the baby shark. Do I know how to sing that song? Okay, I'm too embarrassed to sing that song. Never mind, I tried. I never grew up on stuff like that. I think I'm like way too old for that. But yeah, it's a funny song though. But no, I can't get over the fact that they had like a Tasokare remake. Is that real? Or is this freaking Google search giving me the wrong stuff? Yeah, Death Parade. In case any of you guys have heard about Death Parade, it's also in a similar concept, so it's really good. Yeah. But yeah, it's so strange because I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the anime before because the anime just came out like last year, and I think I would have remembered an anime I watched like last year. But it's crazy because like I'm watching the anime now. It feels like a lot of the scenes were like very familiar to me, even though I don't recall them happening in the game. But like, am I just gaslighting myself? Yeah. Brain rot your kid early so he won't fall behind. Oh my god. I don't even want kids though, so it's like that seems like a scary concept. Yeah, Babylon was good, I think, in the beginning, but exactly because I think the time I was watching it like live, like in a week by week basis, but then at some point I kind of like just wanted to wait till it finished before I continued it, and then I forgot. I completely forgot about it. And then, have you heard of Monogatari? Yeah, I think I did watch maybe 1 or 2 seasons of it a long, long time ago. Yeah, it's a strange show though. It's like very visually good, but there's a lot of times that I don't really understand what's going on. I don't have the brain power to understand Monogatari. I just know that the main character has my favorite voice actor, which is Hiroshi Kamiya, but his stories about all the women around him are just like very, very strange. I know there was like some kind of vampire, and like the vampire doesn't like him, or she just keeps murdering him at some point. That's I think the vague idea I have of Monogatari. Which is like, don't cancel me for that. But yeah, it's a strange show. I just know it's like it has like its own kind of like cult following as well. Didn't have kids because I don't like them. Sibling made me raise their kids. Yeah, you know, raising someone else's kids is like a surefire way to make sure you never want to have your own children anyways. I'm thankful I'm like the older sibling, so I don't have that worry. But even if my brother would try to make me raise his kids, it's like, hey, good luck, that's on you because you decided to have them, that's your problem. Yeah, a lot of stuff in Monogatari is metaphorical or very abstract. It's funny, but it's just, yeah, very abstract. I remember this one girl who was just like so, like really crazy. She kept, I don't know why, at some point she ended up like naked in her room and she just like burst open her doors like really widely. And then her grandmother was passing through and like saw her just standing there stark naked, just like, you know, disappointment to the family kind of situation. It was really funny. It's a fever dream. It's such a wild series. It's really funny. I mean, to be fair, I did end up watching it like I ended up binge watching it because it's like it's so confusing and like, but it keeps you hooked anyways, and like you just have no idea what's going on at any given moment. It's interesting. It's in its own way. The toothbrush scene was still wild though when I think about this. Yeah, I can't say that either because I'm not Japanese, but like that was very funny. But such the heroes of okay, I can't concentrate on the story at all. There's no way I can concentrate on the story after thinking about Monogatari again. It isn't confusing you think about all things and analyze all the time. It's like, yeah, nope. I'm gonna be one of those people like who says I don't read enough. I used to be very smart. I think I'm still occasionally smart, but generally my brain cell just kind of like disappears once in a while. So yeah, if I put my mind to it, I feel like I could probably understand it. But like nowadays, I just watch a lot of anime to just like relax and go like no thoughts, head empty. Even though I really like detective stuff, but I don't like predicting the stuff in detective stuff. I just like being surprised along with everyone else. It's like, whoa, so that's what happened. Yeah, Starless pain. Like I feel like sometimes when you get dragged through like really, really, really long story quests, you kind of like lose all motivation to read anything too complicated. Don't worry, no one shall send me packing from this world until that wretched serpent is laid to rest for good. I had reserved brain silver. Yeah, I know. You seem to remember a lot about that. What am I obsessed about these days? Not much, actually. I'm trying to think of any game where I really like put my mind to it, and I can't think of any actually. Because most of my games are trying to just be really chill about it, so like I don't have to stress to it. I am am trying a little bit with Tasakara Hotel though. I did actually, to be fair, I did finish the game like a few years ago. Like I think when was that? Back in 2019, maybe. I finished it back then. I did reach the true ending, but I kind of want to go through it again, just to see if like my brain still remembers a lot of it. Yeah, I like mystery shows and detective shows, but I feel like it's mostly for like the drama aspect. I like watching those serial killer shows and like Korean dramas. I'm not too much of a big fan of like rom-com types, mostly because I get stressed about my own like lack of lack of love life anyways. And not to mention I don't like tsundere types as well. Like sorry to anyone who likes tsunderes, but like if that happened to me in real life I would be so pissed, because like I'm one of those, if I like you, you will know I like you. If I don't like you, you will also know I don't like you. There's no in between mixed signals kind of bullshit going on where I like you but I pretend to hate you, and I just like feel sad when you don't like me back because I've been mean to you the entire time. It's like, make that make sense, you know? Like I don't understand girls who think that's a smart way to get a guy, or guys who think that's a smart way to get a girl. It's like, bro, just be normal about things. It's like, just be normal, you know? You don't have to go all out to act the opposite way of how you feel about the person. Enkidu is not male or female because God made him out of clay just to kill Gilgamesh, and they become best friends. Yeah, I did read I read his Wikipedia because I was so curious. From their meme originated ain't gay, it's clay for their shit. What? Really? Okay, that is such a funny play on the words though. Yeah. I did read his Wikipedia just because I was curious. I think at some point though, I think he's still more male oriented compared to female oriented, I think. But I'm not entirely sure. Someone did mention like there was apparently official art of him, like I think was that summer April Fool's outfit or something like that, but I didn't really get to see it. But anyways, I think like it's not really that big a deal. Gilgamesh seems like the type who doesn't actually care anyways. Ironically, does he even like women? I mean, I'm not like in a general sense. I mean more like, is he doesn't seem like the playboy type as far as I know. I mean, I haven't really seen too much scenes of him in like the other series, but like so far like he likes gambling, but like even when he was in the gambling then it didn't seem like he was with other women. Or like, you know how normally a lot of playboy type guys usually have like a flock of girls around them, but like he didn't seem to have anything like that. So I was just wondering if he's not really interested in things like that. He seems more like a, you know, treasure and riches kind of person anyways. He seems to care a lot about his treasure. Yeah, I kind of missed like a huge chunk of the story. What is going on? Why is it covered in the abyss again? He is 100% playboy in the original frame. Still hate Gilgamesh. I can't think of how I can become neutral for him. He's kind of funny in the current series though. Fate's Strange Fate, because he doesn't seem to care about anything. Oh, so he's well, he's always a terrible person anyways. But I feel like he's just funnier now because he seems, at least in the current how many episodes I've watched, he seems to just care about fighting with Enkidu and like not much else. So I don't know. Maybe he's like kind of like toning it down because he's like always with a child next to him. Maybe he's just like being a little bit nicer for her sake. I don't know. I think I've only ever watched like maybe Fate's Stay Night and the current one, Fate's Strange Fate. I don't think I even watched like Fate Unlimited Blade Works because I feel like there's so many Fate series that like a lot of them are not actually that good, but like it's kind of hard to like cherry pick which ones to like actually watch. So I don't know. I feel like in general most characters in the Fate series have just done a lot of terrible things, even the main characters, I guess sometimes. So I'm trying not to like think about things too much from like a moral standpoint as opposed to like from a fictional standpoint. It's like whether this character is interesting enough to make me continue like want to watch, you know, kind of like that. Because if you're always thinking about like good or bad, like it's gonna be hard to enjoy a lot of things. Oh yeah, that oh my god, yeah, I did remember that. Right. He did get his he get so I was wrong a while ago. Yeah, I was wrong a while ago. I think I did read about that. Wait, was that a priestess or wasn't it a prostitute instead? I think. I feel like I should stop using these words on stream though. Unfortunately, I don't have closed captions today, but like, yeah, I know he did end up like meeting some lady, and then he copied her form, and like she was supposed to be so beautiful, but so it was like really funny. Oh yeah, something like that. Oh, you watched Best Fate route? Nice. It's a little messed up, but yeah. Fate Stay Night was, I think, my gateway. Oh, well, not really gateway. I didn't really like go much into the franchise, but that was like pretty much like the only series that I knew because I think that was one of the most classic ones. I think, yeah, we had different meaning at that age. Yeah, I keep saying yeah. Sorry, I'm actually like reading stuff, but it's like I can't really find the correct words to use right now. Yeah, no, I mean like. And it's just because like I don't know how sensitive Twitch can get about things like this or YouTube in general. So it's mostly for like the algorithm and the platform's sake. It's not really because I have issues with those specific words anyways. Yeah. Oh, it's completely different. Wait, if that's the case, they're more like a midwife. Why did they use that term then? That's like, the basic point is like they're basically a midwife. Yeah. I have to learn more words. The most ones I keep using are like when I say, yeah, anyways, and things like that. But sometimes I tend to like a lot of the more evil characters, I think, in a lot of fictional stories, just because they find them much more interesting. Because good guys, they're very predictable. Like you know what they're going to do because more or less you expect that if you want to like save the situation, you're gonna have like this course of action. But when it comes to villains, you can't really predict what they're gonna do a lot of times. Anyways, they can be nice out of the blue, and yet at the same breath they can be like incredibly terrible people. So it's just like a fun guessing game to see what's gonna happen next. That's the same way I feel about watching characters like Dottore, even though he's like such scum, but like he's so fun to watch. He's like so damn dramatic. And my favorite character in Tasakari Hotel is also an absolute scumbag, but he's so fun to watch because he just does such crazy things sometimes with such a smiling face and like, wow, you really did all of that kind of feeling. Because good characters are always like you know what they're going to do, but with bad characters you can't predict what they're gonna do sometimes. You like good guys and like good stories. Like they're the safe option. This is one of those like they're not a controversial character to like. You know, like in same as like for example in Frieren, it's really easy to like a lot of characters in Frieren. Like pretty much majority of the characters from a general standpoint are like likable in their own ways. But that also makes them like a lot less interesting. Like you just like them because like, oh, you know, they're good. They're like the safe option to like. It's hard to like really like you wouldn't really argue with someone about why you like that character. Because like you expect like, okay, you know, I expect most people would like this character anyway, so I don't really have to like have big feelings towards it. But when it comes to like villainous characters, you kind of have to like have stronger feelings towards it because people will argue with you and then they will judge you for liking the evil characters. Yeah. It kind of feels a lot like that Thor versus Loki debate. You know, like how a lot of guys always assume you should like Thor. Like, no, I don't like Thor. Thor is boring. I like Loki. Kind of like that. Because sometimes he can be very good and sometimes he can be very bad. And that makes for a more compelling character. Because in general, if you think about it, people are not two-dimensional. Like, for like legality's sake, most people generally have to be on the more like good side. But in reality, you can do like both good and bad things if you are driven to it. So, you know, you're not like purely nice like all the time. You can be majority nice, but you can also occasionally be very mean about people you don't like. Like even with me, There's like a lot of times when there was like this girl in the office who I really disliked. So I ended up like also not being like super nice about the whole situation. Although to be fair, that was mostly her fault. But yeah, things like that. I think it's wait, let me backtrack a bit, sorry. Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest book, epic poem in the world. Yeah, I heard about that, but I don't think I've ever read it though. What about wait, oh, I did answer that question about the good guys and good stories. Yeah. Frieren has a lot of very well built characters, so that was I think a easy example of like good guys and a good story. Kafka is the OG wife. Yeah, Kafka's Kafka. Yeah, you can't argue with Kafka anyways. But also because we know very little about her, so it's kind of like hard to judge her anyways. It's easier to judge characters like the Dottore because you do know quite a lot about his past. So you can easily say he's a terrible person who did a lot of terrible things, but he is interesting. So, yeah. Again, there's a difference between liking something, liking a fictional thing, as opposed to endorsing something. Like, you could like a concept fictionally, but you could also disagree with it in real life from a moral standpoint. You know, like, obviously, if you met someone like the Dottore in real life, like, yeah, put him to prison. You should put him to prison. Or, you know, that's... You should not agree with that. But in a story, you need characters like him to make the plot interesting. Otherwise, like, what are you guys gonna do? Like, you don't have a big bad anymore. So what's your end goal for the entire season? Nothing. Right? Nothing. That's how it is. I think it falls in the show or created world, not like overall good characters. I'd say a lot of shonens are default. Yeah, I don't like a lot of shonens because they're very clear about the black and white of their characters, which is a lot less compelling for me most of the time. I think the newer generation's a bit better about that, but the older ones are very clear cut about their black and white like good guys and villains. So you don't really feel like too much impact because it's like, yeah, you expect them to be bad. Like, you don't really feel like you have to like prove why you like something or not. Good character who is boring because it's good. It's kind of hard to think about something right now. If I think of any, then I will probably talk about it. Yeah, huh? Saber Alter is more famous than Saber. Yeah, the dictator Raiden Shogun. See, Raiden Shogun is more nuanced because like there are characters who do bad things for good reasons, and there are other characters who do good things for bad reasons. Wait, does that make sense? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of gray areas when it comes to media, especially like fictional media. So it's not really like it doesn't really make sense to always keep putting like such moral standards on characters because you can't make a compelling story if everything is black and white. Oh, Superman. Yeah. Oh, I don't know too much about Superman, to be fair. I think I only know like the general media about him, like from the more famous like movies and stuff. So yeah, he's a little bit not that interesting overall. Because he grew up in a very loving environment overall. I think despite his, tragedy with his home planet and his parents, it's not as if he wasn't really old enough to really like feel that kind of trauma. He just kind of grew up like a little bit alienated, but at the same time he had like really loving parents and he grew up in the freaking countryside. So I think he was shielded from a lot of the worst aspects of mankind growing up anyway. So yeah, he's a little bit too nice. But it's fine. I think he matured later on, but I don't really know too much about the Western side of comics anyways, because I think someone did talk about that before, like how I think someone was complaining about why manga was kind of ruining Western comics. And basically someone said, like, if you were going to jump into like a manga franchise, it's very easy because you literally just have to go to volume 1 and then just go in a linear manner, and more or less you can understand the general story from that that kind of path. But if, let's say, if you wanted to read anything about Superman, you wouldn't even know where to begin. Like, how many comic books of Superman are there made by so many different like teams, so many different artists, so many different like novelists or directors or whatever. Like, literally, there's not a singular clear vision of what he is as a person, and there's no such thing as canon when it comes to Western comics. I think, yeah, there's too many timelines, too many alternate universes, too many divergent stories, too many like retconning or like whatever. Like, people just can't agree on anything, so it's like kind of impossible to really understand. Like, before, I think a few years ago, I had a phase where I really liked Loki, so I kept trying to read his comics, but you know how frustrating it was? So, like, I was in the middle of reading a specific comic, and let's say in the middle of chapter 8, they will tell you, okay, for the next portion of the story, go to Thor volume 21, chapter 33, and then start from there. I was like, huh? What? And then so I like literally scoured the internet and tried to find that specific chapter thing that they're talking about. And then obviously, if you do that, you're like jumping into the middle of a story that you don't understand. And so you would have to backtrack a bit and then read from there. And then try again and continue. And then you would go back. Eventually, you will reach that point where the Loki comic originally told you to read. And then you would go back to the Loki comic. And then a few chapters later, they would do the exact same thing. It's like, what? Oh, it's an ad break. Okay. Okay, I will just wait for the ads to finish. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Yeah, there's so many ads for everyone else, but this is like such an interesting topic. Like, we need to discuss it with like a lot of people at the same time though, because otherwise it would be like such a waste to do it while the ads are running. But yeah, I think exactly the point. It's like you initially think that it's easy to just like start and stop whenever, but in reality it was so incredibly difficult for me to watch. Yeah, for me to watch, for me to read the Loki comics, and I was literally only interested in Loki. I wasn't even interested in reading about any other character, and he's not even like such a major character that he has that much content compared to, let's say, someone like Batman or Superman or whatever. But it's like, my god, the amount of time I wasted just trying to understand like a straightforward story about him, and then eventually I didn't like the way he was depicted vastly differently depending on who wrote the story. I was getting like so confusing. It's like, you know, like how in this adaptation he's like super scummy and like super weak and like super like trickster type, and like in another series he's like a little bit more suave, a little bit smarter, a little bit more, I don't know, careful with the planning, and like it was just what. It was confusing, so I got like really irritated, and eventually I just stopped doing all of that because it's like, no, I cannot handle all of that stress. And then you won't even know if the comic that you're reading will present the character that you like in a way that you like. Because again, if you only see him in like a specific, let's say in a specific comic book series, you might not like how he's presented in a different comic book series. So it's like, nah, it wasn't worth all the effort of that. Yeah, the Hulk was weird, you know. Hulk was even better than Wolverine at some points, but like when you see him in the movies, he's just like kind of a wimp most of the time, and he's always like afraid of using his powers. It's like, I don't know. It's like rather than being afraid of using your powers, like you should just learn how to use them properly. You know, control is more useful than fear. It's like, why do people keep making those like same mistakes all the time? Yeah, look at this stream, Tom Rock. Yeah, we're discussing comics, different comics and different, I guess, characters. What makes an interesting character most of the time, which is, yeah, it's generally not those characters that are like purely good or purely evil, but I think I'm just more for the gray area characters. They're a lot more interesting. Yeah, Western comics are drastically more difficult to get into compared to manga, which is why if you're going to like disparage manga, it's like I feel like you might as well do it for the correct reasons. But like if you're talking about like a creative vision, manga's more consistent about that because literally usually just one guy writing them and like with a team of assistants. It's not really like a bunch of different people just like shuffling the story around. Does someone watch DC? I feel like it's a budget brother of Marvel. Oh my god, I did have a phase when I was younger, but I really liked Marvel. I think by that time, you know, in the Infinity War kind of era, I used to watch like every single movie. But then after Infinity War, I got tired of it. I think, so what was the last one that I watched? Was that Spider-Man Homecoming? But I was really irritated by the way that Spider-Man dealt with is this still considered a spoiler? I don't think it's considered a spoiler. It's been like how many years? If anyone complains, please don't. This is not a spoiler. I'm just gonna be upfront. This is not a spoiler anymore. But like, I mean, the way that Spider-Man treated like Tony Stark's death after Infinity War was just like really disrespectful, honestly. Like he was so afraid of responsibility and everything. He couldn't live up to like the legacy that Tony left behind. That literally the stuff that Tony gave to him, that freaking glasses, he gave it to Miss. What's that? The fishbowl head guy. Yeah, that was so mad. Yeah, Uncle Ben is dying. My God, see all of those things. It's like he was. I know he was a child, and technically he was. Like you can like understand his perspective, but at the same time, after having gone through the freaking Infinity War, like his personality just reverted back to that of like a child. Like he lost a lot of the maturity that he gained that he gained throughout the entire time he was there. Yeah. Yeah. Stark is dead. Iron Man is dead. But there's a bunch of Iron Mans after, so I don't really care. There's like Ironheart. I don't know what happened with Pepper. There was the other girl who came. Riri? Riri something? I'm not too involved in all of that though. There's a lot of stuff. But yeah. And then it just got overwhelming. I think at some point Marvel kind of failed in that regard because they pushed too many things at people to the point that if you don't watch, let's say, one series, you will kind of be missing context for other series or other movies or things like that. And I didn't want to keep doing that I would have to watch every single thing or read every single thing just to understand the next installment in the franchise. And they just kept throwing so many movies to the point that even when was that Captain no what's his name, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I didn't even watch that anymore. And that should have been interesting because those two characters are technically really interesting characters, but I got so overwhelmed by like how much stuff the franchise had threw at me. Just like, nope, I can't deal with this anymore. There's a version Planet Buster Hulk. Oh, I think I've seen that. He destroyed planet just by walking. Why did they make him take anger management classes? Because he had to be believable, maybe, or have some kind of sub story for people to relate to him. God, I need water. I've been talking non-stop and I have not drank water properly. Is the most interesting powerless character? Wait, actually, I feel like when I get asked these questions randomly, I can't think of any right now. I will try to think about it and like come back to that later on if ever. Yeah, Uncle Ben and Stark. Okay. Freeran. What the wait? What did the Freeran going? My God, Freeran's such a good series. Though. Apparently, there have been a lot of people who have been complaining about Freeran recently, which is like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand the point of the entire series, anyways. But, Freeran in reality is such a straightforward story. I'm surprised there are still people who misunderstand it. As someone thinks that there's a better fantasy world than Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings. Oh my God, I never actually watched Lord of the Rings too. I think I was too young when like that was the really popular thing. Oh, Reagan. Yeah, Reagan was a funny guy. It's really funny because I think it's nice that he's so kind to Mob most of the time. I mean, he has his moments. He has his bad moments, but he has a lot of good moments as well. I'm still surprised that the anime actually ended. But yeah, he was a good guy overall. Really funny character. It's just like, it's just really, actually, you know, the more funny thing is like the fact that the manga looks so terrible. Like the art style is just absolute trash, but the animation studio went so, like they went all out for the anime. They really like went super hardcore and just like did their absolute best to like provide the best value. Even though the scenes were like so short in the manga. It's like freaking one panel, but this like someone in the Studio Bones, right, if I remember correctly, Studio Bones seemed to really love Reagan like so much. They kept showing such great scenes of him, even though the manga he was like he's just like an absolute scumbag in the manga, but not in a bad way. I mean, just like in like the really like kind of hilarious way. I have not paid attention to anything in the story for like the past hour or so, I think. I know a little bit about The Hobbit. I did watch the Hobbit movie, the first one, I think. I just remember Benedict Cumberbatch playing the dragon and feeling bad for the dragon afterwards. Honestly, I felt more bad for the dragon than I did for the dwarves. Even though the dragon was the evil one, but like, oh. Dragons are evil, but also they're just like cats with like firepower. That's basically it. They're just hoarder cats with firepower. And like if you had just left them alone, they probably would have been fine. But then most people just kind of want to keep slaying them, and so they're like, "Oh, welp, gonna smack you off," and that's how it goes. That's how it goes. When you think about, aren't dragons just like giant cats basically? I feel like that's how we should think about them, and so that's how you kind of like not lose your life when trying to deal with them. The most interesting is Lord of the Rings is only small. I do remember Legolas. I mean, I know very little about Legolas, but I just remember it's just like the super typical snobbish elf kind of guy, but also really nice sometimes. So I'm kind of confused about exactly what his personality is like. Dragon got killed by that blonde from Fisherman Village. Are we thinking about the same thing? A king got greedy for the gold. Yeah, kings are always... What is it about rich people that always want to have more money than they absolutely need? Like, what are you even gonna do with all of that anyways? It's like literally nothing to spend on. Do not pet the cat. Yeah, you're not really supposed to pet the cats anyways. I mean, like, they let you pet it. You don't voluntarily pet it. They just come to you for pets. If they show you their belly, you run because you know that they're gonna like give you the claws shortly after. I mean, I don't have cats, but I've seen it happen too many times. So I'd rather just kind of save my hand and make sure that does not happen to me. But I would probably fall for it anyways because cats are cute and their bellies look so soft. I did see a child do that once. We used to have a fat cat in my building, like a super fat cat, and it would just like lay on its side. And at some point I actually saw a kid like who was maybe 5-ish years old, and he got so close to the cat. He was like literally like kind of kneeling over it, and then he put both of his hands like super like straight up full on palms on the belly of the cat, just shook the cat super hard, like whoosh, like that. It was like, I was so freaked out. It's like, oh my god, the cat's not gonna murder you, and the cat just tolerated it. He was super nice about it. And I really wanted to do the same thing, honestly. I kind of regretted not taking my chance back then. I should have done that as well. But the kid was having too much fun, and then the cat was kind of like, just kind of like laying on its side, just like that. So, fine. Fine, you get your moment. Unfortunately, though, a few years, like maybe a year later, the cat passed away, so I never got to do it after all. But it was a nice memory, so that was such a nice cat. I miss him. You know that Gimli and Legolas went together to faraway lands, together in fourth year as best friends. Gimli died first because he was a dwarf, but Legolas can live forever. Oh, the dwarf. Wait, stop. Was that the dwarf who became? Oh, I don't know. I think he asked for was that hair from this other. I feel like I'm not thinking about. I'm not sure if I'm thinking about the correct one. I know there was some kind of dwarf who asked for hair from an elf who was like super pretty, and she liked him so much that she gave him like what 3 strands of her hair or something like that. Yeah. Oh, it is him. I did know like Legolas was like happy when like that guy was talking about that story. These guys are just like guilt tripping each other. Well, not what's the other way? Like, the reverse of guilt tripping each other. I have 2 cats. I trained to be like dogs. Yeah, actually, well, to be fair, if you raise cats near a lot of dogs, they tend to pick up a lot of dog behavior, or the dog ends up picking up a lot of cat behavior. You kind of have to like see which way it goes. Cats can be very nice though. There's some cats that are a lot more like outgoing. I think their personality is closer to dogs. Yeah, Gandalf. Yeah, is he the one who says like "Ye shall not pass"? Is that him? I feel like that might be him. Oh, thanks for the pizzas. If you would like to learn how to use them, feel free to ask Dragon Jr. because they know more about how to use the pizzas than I do. At some point, I feel like they often break my stream just by throwing like 200 pizzas at a time. No Mushoku Tensei lore. Oh my, 30 volumes. What? There's 30 volumes of Mushoku Tensei? Really? Wow, that's a lot. I did not expect that. I'm kind of like stressed about stories like that though, because I'm very much in the camp of like if you have a partner, if you have a lover, just have one, don't have multiple. So I don't really agree with his case because he has so many. Like that's such a mean thing to do. Why would you have so many different women? And if I tell you Gandalf was like an angel, he could destroy everyone with ease because his power comes exactly from God Eru Iluvatar. Wait, if that was the case, why did he need to assemble a team of dwarves to help him? Well, did he need dwarves? I know he assembled a bunch of people. Like, if he was that strong, couldn't he have just like fixed everything himself? We're literally just starting? Yo, okay, this is way too late now. I still have work tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh my god, I thought we were finished this quest, and you're telling me we're literally just starting this? Bro, this is one long ass quest. Like I knew Darker Eye said it was gonna be long, but like that is a different kind of long, you know? It's like when you think that you're about to be done and only just to hit you like, okay, the quest has begun. It's like nope. Nope. 3 parts, yet 3 and just like wait. 3 big parts. How many parts are we at though? Yeah, okay, this is gonna take a while. We're not gonna do that anymore. I feel like I'm gonna run out of my voice and Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys. Wait, sorry. I forgot. Please save that for next time. This is my really old layout. I think I used to use this like earlier last year or something like. Wait, early last year? Few months ago. So there was a lot of stuff that's missing from this. I don't have a lot of my redeems, like the sound alerts, the stuff. Yeah, because my computer is still broken, so I don't have my normal OBS. I'm just using everything from my laptop, and this laptop has not been updated with any of my OBS, my updated OBS stuff in probably like a year or 2. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I forgot. I was posting that in the previous stream message. I usually put like a pinned message saying not to redeem, so I forgot to do that this time. Wait, no, but you can save that. It shouldn't actually work, I think, because like, I mean, the pizzas can be stored. They're just like your inventory items. So yeah, feel free to just store a bunch of them. Dragon Jr. usually just stores a bunch of pizzas. So. Same with the pillows, it's the same concept, but yeah. So yeah. Ugh. His quest from Eru wasn't kill everyone himself. He was like supporter. Also, he has nice quirk. He got a ring from elves, which gives everyone more morale. So that's why everyone around him is so heroic. Ah, so he was just like manipulating all of their feelings. Am I going to get cancelled for saying this? I feel like maybe diehard fans would probably hate me for like pointing this out. It feels like he's just like manipulating everyone's feelings around him. Oh, are we getting the primo gems now? Yeah, you can feel free to launch all of them when I have everything fixed again, because I would also like to know when my computer will be getting fixed, because it's gonna take a while. They replaced the motherboard, but it did not help, so it's still not working. Ah, okay, so he was manipulating them. Nice to know. I mean, I don't think I'll probably be watching the franchise anytime soon, but like, nice to know. That's a good that's a good fun fact. Oh, Nightingale quest for real. Okay, let me backtrack a bit. Yeah. The issue with my PC. Well, actually, I should just change this to like the chatting screen now because we are ending soon. But yeah, I replaced the GPU, and then for a while it was well, not really a while. It kind of only worked for a little bit, like maybe a few minutes, and it would like crash, and then I'd try to restart the computer, and then it would crash again, and then eventually there was like a lot of green pixels on my screen, and I researched it, and they said like, oh, your GPU is dying. I was like, huh, but this GPU is new. And then so I got it to the repair shop to get fixed, and then they were checking a bunch of stuff, and then they opened like the CPU and it's like, oh wow, it has no thermal paste, and so they put more thermal paste and like, that's gonna fix it, and it fixed nothing. And so they tried a bunch of other things, and then they said like, maybe it's because your motherboard is not compatible with your GPU. So like, okay, we're gonna order a new motherboard. It's like, and so I had to spend again, but then they're like, sure, it will fix things, and so the motherboard arrived today and it did not fix anything, so it's still not working. Yeah, this repair store has been my dad's go-to for like how many years now? I think probably more than 5 years now. They have a bunch of technicians on hand, but they haven't really resolved it, so I don't really know like after this if they're still gonna pursue it. But yeah, I'm trying. I think I do have some idea for like where to try next, but we're trying to like resolve all the options first before moving somewhere else. Yeah, well, I'm not really worried about that. I think because like my dad has been working with them for like a long time, so at least on that part we're kind of like reliable customers from them. But yeah, a lot of solutions have not been working, so I think even on their side it's kind of like embarrassing for them also if they can't fix it, because I mean that's literally their job to fix it and they still can't. So yeah, it's kind of, that's why I'm kind of like just stuck using my work laptop to stream. The fact that I'm streaming on Wi-Fi is still a miracle. Did you guys know I've been streaming on Wi-Fi this entire time? I don't know if the quality was okay, because I was trying to stream yesterday with Do It Night Abyss, and it was terrible, completely terrible. So I don't know why Genshin is fine. Maybe it's because Genshin is like less stressful on my computer. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a very techie person either, so in reality they're not really gonna explain stuff to me. They're just explaining stuff to my dad. So my dad is the one mostly communicating with them. They tried a bunch of different solutions, but it's still okay. Yeah. Well, in case I find out more information, I will just like post about it on Discord, so just like feel free to check it out there. Yeah, Genshin's a lot better, honestly. You can really feel the difference with Genshin versus like DNA. Like the quality of the game is like so much smoother, even though technically Genshin's like a lot bigger. But I mean, I am hopeful that eventually Do It Night Abyss will improve to maybe not the same degree, but like going in that direction, hopefully. But yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, ideally they can fix it before the weekend, but tomorrow is already Friday. Well, I say tomorrow, but it's already today for me. So today is already Friday, so I don't really think they can fix it, but sometime within the next month, ideally. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck with a work laptop for a lot longer. If I had known this was gonna happen, I would have like backed up all of my data. But that time, my dad said like, "Oh, you don't need to back up all of your data. It's fine." But then now all of my data's with them, so it's like I don't really have access to any of it in the meantime. But we'll see. So yeah, if ever there's any updates, I will just post about it in the Discord. And yeah. So, okay, thank you so much to everyone who joined today's stream. I hope you had a great time. Thank you so much for all of your advice and help. Yeah, exactly the point. Genshin is so old, but DNA is like, how many? Since it's just started October 23. That's why I'm being a lot more forgiving with it, because it's so new. It's like, I don't really have very high expectations. Like, I didn't even play Wuthering Waves, but I know how it started out. It was terrible before. So I'm not really too worried. I mean, look at this quality of Wuthering Waves now. So you know, give everything a chance to grow. If it doesn't grow after like maybe another year or two, and then you could probably consider like actively quitting it though. Yeah. Anyways, okay, you know, thank you again to everyone. Not really sure what I'm gonna be streaming. Well, I'm probably just gonna continue streaming all the world quests over the weekend if I can, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, the GPU though, because like my dad said they did test it beforehand. But I don't know. He said he will try again. He will also check it again if it maybe is the CPU's issue. Because if it is the the GPU's issue. If it is the GPU, he's gonna be, even my own dad is gonna be pissed because he did order that directly from the supplier. So yeah, even he's not gonna be happy if that ended up being like the actual problem. But we'll see. So have a great rest of the day, guys. I will see you again soon. I think I'm not entirely sure what they did though. I think they tried using it on a different computer, I think, if I remember correctly, and it seemed like it was fine. But yeah. Okay, yeah. Cheers everyone. Have a great rest of the day and good night. Good night. Goodbye for now. See you next time.